For 3 decades, China became the world's factory. Millions of companies built their supply chains around one country. But now, something unusual is happening. A new industrial corridor is rising along India's western coast. Semiconductor factories, smart cities, automated logistics, and global technology companies are creating something the world has been searching for: a second manufacturing engine.
China is still the world's largest manufacturing power. Its advantage was built over decades: suppliers, ports, infrastructure, and enormous production scale. But companies learned a difficult lesson. Concentrating too much production in one country creates strategic risk. That is why the China Plus One strategy emerged. By 2026, China Plus One is no longer a risk management discussion. For most multinationals, it has become an operational requirement. India's answer is an industrial ecosystem, connecting ports, logistics corridors, and manufacturing zones. The Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor, the DMIC, spans 1,500 kilometers of western India, connecting Gujarat and Maharashtra to the capital. In March 2026, the Western Dedicated Freight Corridor that runs alongside it was completed, cutting cargo time between factories and ports. The goal is not simply to build factories. The goal is to build the infrastructure that factories need to survive.
The biggest symbol of this shift is the semiconductor race. Tata's semiconductor plant in Dholera represents a confirmed investment of $11 billion. And as of April 2026, construction is 50% complete. In May 2026, India signed a partnership with ASML, the Dutch company that makes the machines needed to build advanced chips. ASML denied this technology to China. India just got access. India's Semiconductor Mission 2.0, launched in February 2026, sets a roadmap toward next-generation chip production by the early 2030s. But competing with China, Taiwan, and South Korea will still require years of investment, skilled workers, and consistent political will.
Global technology companies are already expanding production in India. In 2025 alone, Apple assembled 55 million iPhones in the country. That is 1 in every 4 iPhones produced anywhere in the world. 4 years ago, India's share of Apple's production was less than 5%. Apple's target? Assemble most US-bound iPhones in India by the end of 2026. But this is not a complete exit from China. It is a strategy to reduce risk, reduce tariff exposure, and build resilience.
The future of manufacturing may not belong to one country alone. China remains the giant. But India is no longer just building potential. It is building factories, ports, freight corridors, and chip plants. The next decade will decide whether India becomes the world's second manufacturing engine or whether the window closes before it fully opens.
If this analysis helped you understand where manufacturing power is really moving, subscribe to Covert Economics. Every week, we break down the systems behind power and money. The headlines tell you what happened. We break down why it matters.